Hi guys, my name is Stacy if anybody is new, and to the regular guys, welcome back. My slogan is Believable Brown Beauty. I like to use makeup in slightly unconventional ways, a bit weird, a bit different sometimes. So yeah, if that sounds like something you'd like, please keep watching. So today's video, this is my last video for the year. I did it. I did a whole year of YouTube. And I've decided that I want to do a New Year's Eve makeup. The last two makeups that I've done have been really quite glam for me, and I just wanted to go back to something a little bit more, yeah, like how I used to do makeup, which is a lot more fun. And I don't know if I'm talking myself down, but do you know what I mean? Like that, it was all like really eyeshadowy and blendy, and this is just going to be a little bit more gritty. I think that's what I'm intending anyway. So yeah, I'm using lots of things I really love to use. Some things I may not have showcased on my channel yet, but I actually do really love to use them. I just don't know why I haven't done that. Probably because it's not been within reach. But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun makeup, so let's get going. Skin, I'm using Cover FX Power Play Concealer, and the colour I wear is P Deep 3. And I am using this as a foundation. Then I am taking this MAC Mixer Medium. You can tell I use this a lot because all the writing has rubbed off, but this basically just shears out the foundation. So I'm going to give it a shake. It's actually quite a handy tool to have if you have a foundation that you love but it's just too thick. You can just mix this into it. So what I like to do is take a brush and go into the Face and Body Mixer Medium, if I didn't say what it was, on my hand, and then start buffing into the foundation. The reason why I like to use this is because it's just a really handy size. Like if I had to travel, I would just take concealers. I don't see the point in taking foundations when concealers are basically thicker foundations. So yeah, I want my skin to look really fresh, and I love the way the mixer medium makes it look like skin. It doesn't look like makeup, which is definitely what I'm going for. I don't really mind if some of my blemishes and imperfections show through. It's going to be a really glossy eye. No one's really going to be looking at my skin anyway, and I want it to, I don't know, I just feel like the makeup looks a bit cooler if everything isn't perfect. Then I'm taking my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation Stick in Chestnut, which is definitely a fave of mine, and just using that to warm up my jawline. I think this is more out of a habit than a necessity. I've just faded to my winter colour now, but I just like to do this because it makes me look not as yellow. For concealer, I'm taking my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Amande, which is almost finished. I need to go and buy a new one in the next like 2 days. I can cope without many things in life, but concealer is not one of them. And I'm going to put a little swipey under the brow. Then I'm taking a Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush and just buffing the concealer in. I'm taking my foundation brush again and just kind of skimming over this area to make sure that the concealer and the foundation are really nicely blended together. Next, it's my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and I'm just going to brush up my brows to give them a bit more of a bushy look. I think when you brush out your brows, it definitely makes you look younger, and it makes your brows look more real. That's what I think anyway. So yeah, it definitely lifts and opens the eye. Now we're going to go onto the eyes. So I'm taking a Kiko long-lasting eyeshadow stick, and the colour I'm using is number 5. I think I used this one recently. I'm going for like a smoky, gunmetal-y, glossy, glittery. I don't know how many more adjectives I can use that start with G, but you know what I mean. I just want it to be really pretty and fun. So I take that colour on first. Next I'm taking Feline Kohl Pencil, which is my, I think, yeah, like my favourite kohl. I know people complain because it's really quite a smudgy kohl pencil, and if you're looking for something that doesn't move and doesn't crease, this is not the pencil for you. But I love that about it. I love its like fluid quality, and I love how easy it is to blend, and I love how black it is, and I love how it doesn't turn green. Because on some black people, black kohl pencils can turn blue or green when you start to smudge them out, and this one doesn't do that, so I really love it a lot. So I'm just using this little pencil brush. It's LY14, no, LY13 from Louise Young. And just pulling out the corner of my eye. And I'm going to take my finger just to sharpen it a little bit like this. This is like my new favourite liner shape. I'm so envious of people that have hooded eyes, because when they do like a feline liner, it looks really catty on them. Because my eyes are so doe-eyed and so open, I just can't get the same effect. It doesn't have that same intensity. So this is it for me basically. This is the liner shape that I would, or this is the eye shape that I would love my eyes to have naturally, like really slanted and pulled. Not my reality, but that's where makeup comes in. Then I'm taking my kohl pencil and I'm running it inside my waterline, which is definitely a signature of mine. It's always black kohl pencil in the waterline. And I'm running that all the way along. And I'm really pushing it in to the corners and kind of letting it bleed over my lash line, because I just want to blend this out and smoke this out and make it join the top liner. Yeah, sometimes your fingers are the best tools, especially for like blending and smudging and stuff. I love that. So now, shadow wise, I'm taking this beauty from Urban Decay and it's called Moonspoon. Yeah, Moonspoon. It's a silver and glittery black colour. Wonderful description, I know, but that's the best I can describe it as. So I'm taking my pencil brush that I used before. It's not a mirror. And I'm just going to stamp this over the liner. I love how sparkly this eyeshadow is. It's so gorgeous. So now my eyes are done, I'm just going to fill in my brows. I'm taking the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in number 5, and I'm literally just going to lightly fill in my brows. I don't want there to be too much like clashing of attention seekingness around the eyes. I know that was also a wonderful description, but I just basically don't want there I don't want it to look like there's a fight going on between my brows and my eye makeup for attention. So I'm going to keep my brows uber soft. And I'm just doing like tiny little hair strokes to balance out some of the gaps, but I'm not closing everything down. I hate like chunky brows that are solid with no gaps in, because I think I said this before. But brows are hair, not fur. There should be gaps. Next I'm moving on to mascara. I'm going to do my usual thing of layering 2 different types. So first of all, I'm starting with my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash as like my priming one, and then I'm going to go on and use, you guessed it, in Extreme Dimension as my finishing mascara. These 2 mascaras are literally like a match made in heaven. They just work so well together. These 2 formulas on top of each other just give the best lashes, in my opinion, or basically on my eyes, yes. I don't like to let them set for too long, otherwise they can come a bit crunchy and hard. I just kind of go in and top them. Okay, so now for blush. I'm going to try this. I haven't used this yet, but I have used the Fenty Beauty Stunner Lip Paint on my eyes quite a lot. And I like them on my eyes. I just want to see what this is like as a blush. So I'm taking Uncuffed. I'm going back to my foundation brush. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, I like. That's pretty as a blush. Nice discovery. Okay, now we're going to move on to lips, and I'm going to use this lipstick. Gosh, I don't even know if they still make it. It's Buff from Illamasqua. It's a really cool, like, grey toned lipstick. So I'm going to start off with, I think, a bit of Plum. Oh, it needs to sharpen. 1 second. So I'm going to take Plum lip pencil and just colouring my lip. I'm literally just doing the centre because I don't want it to go all the way to the edges. I probably will need to use a darker brown to make this look the way I want it to look. So just press those together and then go over it with buff. Ooh, that is pretty. Okay, and then yes, I do need a lip liner. So I'm taking my Costa Riche kohl pencil from MAC, which is like my favourite lip pencil to use at the moment. I'm just going to fill that in. And I just like to press and roll the lips. Might do a bit more contour here. I like doing that. It accentuates like the poutiness of my lip, or especially my top lip, so I like to make the corners a bit darker. Pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to do this, which I have done quite a lot, especially on my Instagram, but it's using lip gloss as an eye gloss. So I'm just going to pat a little bit onto my fingers. You can see I'm just like tapping the gloss on. I am not in any way, shape or form swiping this, otherwise it will move everything underneath. And it's going to move anyway because it's a gloss and that's what they do, but I want it to start off this way and then it can change. Oh, but look, I just will never, ever, ever stop loving a glossy eye. So beautiful. If you're really concerned about your makeup being super neat and staying in place, this is not a look for you. Gloss moves on the eyes, but I kind of like, when it breaks down and you see lines in it. And yeah, I think New Year's Eve is kind of like the time you can get away with wearing makeup that isn't so like perfect and polished. It's the fun time of the year, you know, so let your hair down, let your makeup crease. Then I'm taking a tiny bit more and literally just concentrating on the centre of the eye to add even more sheen. Oh, I love a glossy eye. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with how everything looks. I'm just going to make sure that my blush is... Oh no, I'm going to do some contour. Who am I kidding? Let me get some of that. So this is Bobbi Brown stick foundation, skin foundation stick in 10.25 cool espresso, and I don't use much because I don't really like contour looking like contour. People just think you've just got amazing cheekbones, so for me that's pretty much how much I use, and just work that in. It's the same brush that I use for my foundation and my blusher. I'm just using that to marry it all together. You don't want to go too far. I like to keep it like to the end of my brow. It's kind of like where I stop with contour, otherwise it just looks horrible on the side of your face. Yeah, I like that. And then my last thing, this is something that I've really been loving a lot this year, is my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palette. Yes, in Intensity 2. So I'm just taking my ring finger into the pale creamy side. On this side, on this side. And a tiny bit here. And then just... let's not use that finger. Oh, I didn't mean to swear, but I'm going to use this finger because it's got no product on it as my blending finger. I don't like to put highlight on my Cupid's bow because my lip is really high anyway. It doesn't need any more lift. I just like it on my cheekbones, in the middle of my nose, and on my other cheekbone. That's it. So now the final thing is to set. I am taking my Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark from MAC. And I'm going to use this just to set under my eyes. Keep my concealer in place. And then I just take my ring finger and just pat the edges of the powder away. And then for the places where I get more shiny, which is primarily my forehead and the sides of my nose, I'm taking my Cover FX Deep Matte Setting Powder and just killing the shine here. Because this is where my pores look the largest. So for me, having them shiny is no bueno. If I make them matte, it kind of makes them disappear. And I can believe I don't have them for a little while. On my chin, along my jawline, end of my nose, and then finally my 7 head. This is a really fun makeup to do. So guys, there you have it. This is my final look for this video, and this is the final video of 2018. I love this makeup. Like, can we just have a moment's silence for a glossy eyelid? I have done this to myself hundreds of times. I never ever get bored with a glossy eye. There is always something so like captivating and alluring, and it's just so like, I don't even know what word to describe it, but it's just so beautiful. It never gets boring to me. So I'm really happy that I ended this video and this year with a video that really makes me cheesy grin, because that is what makeup I feel should do for whoever wears it. It should make you feel amazing, and for me, I can't beat a glossy eye. I just wanted to say a thank you as well to everyone who has subscribed to my channel this year and followed me on my Instagram. I appreciate you guys so much. I was so nervous when I started this channel. I didn't know how I'd be received, and that is honestly the reason why I hadn't started in 9 years or 10 years. But it's been fun, and I've really enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed like meeting some, well, not really meeting you, like virtually meeting you guys. And it's been really enjoyable. I'm really looking forward to 2019 and seeing what kind of occurs there. But I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope you all have an amazing 2019, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.